Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we're gonna be doing a trade recap, and today yeah, as you guys can see, my P&L up about $2,400 on the day. And you guys could probably wondering, why do you have 6 accounts instead of 5? And the reason for that is, as you guys know, I was trading with Tradify for a little bit, and actually I ended up blowing these accounts that I was trading for a while. I got to pay out a couple payouts with these accounts, these top 3 accounts, and just ended up blowing that. So I was at payout, and I don't know why, but I should have just flipped those days and secured the payout. But for some reason, my dumbass wanted to build a buffer, and it ended up taking a loss. Wasn't at payout threshold anymore, and wanted to make more money. Over leveraged, blew the account. So that was a couple weeks, maybe 2 weeks ago. It's been a while. So I've done my reflection, and I understand why I lost. So just gotta move on, I guess. It sucks. It's very painful, I guess, but it's just part of trading, and I got no one to blame but myself. So yeah, just gotta move on. And so now I'm currently trading with Apex, and the reason for that is just they had like a 90% sale recently. So just decided to try a couple counts. Ended up passing some, so currently trading with them. I'm gonna be definitely 100% trading with Tradify again really soon. So I want to get with payout with these guys real quick. Not real quick. Just focus on getting a payout first, and then go from there, I guess. But yeah, I feel like if you guys have watched my previous video, it was, I believe the title was something called Road to Payout. I think I might end up switching that and changing it to Road to 100K in payouts in 2025. Because I feel like that's something I want to do and achieve this year. Not just secure a payout. Of course, I will be showing you guys the process, so you guys will already see like me getting payouts. But I want to do something that's kind of bigger and kind of set a really high expectation for myself, just so I kind of keep myself accountable and make sure I'm able to keep working hard and achieve that goal this year. So yeah, we'll just have to see, and I guess we'll just get straight into the executions, I guess. Sorry for the little rant. So let me get rid of this. So yeah, basically I ended up taking 3 trades today, and I believe the trades that I ended up taking were, I think the first trade. So just going into the day, I was pretty much bullish. And the reason for that, right, is because we ended up pumping quite a bit last night. And, you would expect for us to kind of, rebalance and, maybe inverse this entire move. But the reason I didn't want that was because simply because we kept pushing past Asia, right? We simply, we opened around London, or we opened around right here, and we kind of blew past London, and we were still pushing past Asia, and we didn't really have any reaction. I really liked all this liquidity for the downside, and at first I was bearish, but I think my overall bias going into the day was bullish. And so I think going into my overall narrative was probably like, I want to see a sell-off at market open, and then see some sort of actual move to the upside. So that was kind of my game plan going into the day. And my targets, if I was bullish, was basically this 1 hour fair value gap fill, right? I want to see this kind of 1 hour fair value gap hold, or sorry, not hold, but to get filled all the way. So that's pretty much what I was aiming at going into the day. But before that, right? Before that, I believe we had, yeah. So I believe we had like a 15-minute swing high as well. So this swing high right here. So this was my first initial target going into the day, right? Or I guess I'd rather do this. So let me draw this out. So this was my first target going into the day. And then after that, it was going to be the 1 hour fair value gap fill, right? So market open was right here, around right here. All right. And it was very choppy, right? And I really wanted to see these equal lows get swept. So the reason I took a trade initially right here, I believe it was like somewhere right here, and just wanted it to kind of play out. It didn't really play out, and it kind of instantly reversed on me and stopped me out. I believe I had my a tighter stop, maybe something like this. And the reason I took this trade was it was like an inversion trade, right? I wanted to see this get inverse, right? I'm sorry, it's very choppy right now, or very sloppy, but I wanted to see this get inverse. So basically my entry was something like this, aiming for these equal lows. But as you guys can see, kind of didn't really end up working out. And looking back, the reason what I did wrong, I believe, is we did end up taking internal. So I should have put my stops break even, and that would have protected me from this loss. But instead, I wanted to hold and let the play develop, and it ended up reversing on me. And what ended up happening was we ended up flipping order flow, and it's like I said, the best case scenario is if we sweep these equal lows, but that's not what ended up happening, right? So you have to be very flexible in the markets and kind of see how the market reacts at certain levels, understand that we could go either direction. And the reason I started to be suspicious of shorts, right, is when we got this confirmation candle out of this swing low and this 1 minute fair value gap. It's a very nice, we swept liquidity, right? We swept sell side liquidity, right? Very nice sell side liquidity. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe we don't want these equal lows. It would be ideal, but we don't have to do it, right? Just based on this one candle, right? I saw how strong we pushed up, right? We closed very strong, and we just kept getting those candles, right? So we got another candle right here. I'm like, all right. At this point, I still wanted shorts. It wasn't until this candle right here that I began to form like a bullish narrative, and I wanted to basically target the internal highs. So when I saw this, right? When I saw this, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be bullish, and I'll probably ride it into internal. And my thinking was something like this was gonna happen, that we were gonna do something like this, right? Once we sweep this, we're gonna sell off and then take these equal lows. So basically, I'm trying to trade this little section right here before we get the move to the downside, right? And then if another trade presents itself, I was gonna take a short, maybe like right here, and ride it into the sell side. Of course, that's not what ended up happening, right? So that's why you gotta be flexible. So what ended up happening instead was I saw that, like I said, this is when I started forming a bullish bias, I guess, bullish narrative. And on this candle, it was a bit of a risky play, I cannot lie. I was basically anticipating for this to become an inversion fair value gap, so I did buy a little early. I actually ended up buying on the like way down here and just having a really tight stop. I just wanted to have like a really tight stop just in case this trade did go against me. Not the greatest risk management for sure. I probably should have waited for a close, but I was just afraid because of how close we were to this sell side liquidity, or sorry, this buy side liquidity, that we might just take it in one candle. That's what ended up happening. So I bought a little early, anticipating for it to be an inversion fair value gap. So that's why I had like a really tight stop, right? I bought all the way down here. I only went half size, right? Because I knew it was risky. And then I basically put on full size when we flipped bullish right here. And just rode it into the internal high. As you guys can see, we ended up continuing to push for basically, not for the rest of the day, but until that the hourly fair value gap fill, right? That we were talking about earlier. So that was the first trade. Got about $200 from that. About $200 from that. So at this point, I'm basically break even because I lost $200 on this first trade, made about $200 on this second trade right here. And then on the final trade, like I said, I wanted to see shorts. That's not what ended up happening. When I saw this very nice, strong, expansive candle, I was thinking, okay, we're gonna be continuing to push towards this this hourly swing high, right? This actually, what level was this? It was the 868 level, right? So basically, until that was taken, I was pretty much gonna be comfortable taking longs. What ended up happening was we opened it up, a really nice candle, right? You see how we don't really sell off. Initially, we had like a very bearish candle, but then we kind of bought right back up. Saw this candle open. I thought we might just take it, but luckily we had a little bit of a retrace. I'm not comfortable buying, right, in taps of candles or into fair value gap taps, right? I'm more comfortable seeing that we're actually holding and showing me that we want like confirmation, right? That we're gonna hold this level. So I actually bought when we closed strong out of the fair value gap, right? When I saw that, basically I had to hold through a little bit of chop and got very sketched out right here on this bearish candle. But like I said, once you're in a trade, don't mess with your stop loss, don't mess with your TP. The reason you took a trade was obviously all of these other sorts of confluences. Don't mess up your trade just because you're a little bit emotional, right? So I won't lie, I was a little bit hesitant right here, and I really want to close, but I just stuck it through, and then I got rewarded for it. So straight to TP basically, and then we continue to push a little bit past there, and price actually was just really choppy afterwards. So very happy with my trading today, and I'll show you a little bit of execution. So this is the first trade that I was talking about right here, right? I did end up buying just a little bit early right here, anticipating for this to become eventually an inversion fair value up. I wouldn't recommend doing this, but I was okay with the risk. So you see, I bought really, on the basically when we're basically bearish. I was anticipating for us to at some point flip bullish, and when we did flip bullish, that's when I bought again. Full contract size, stop loss was right here, target the internal, and boom, got out right there. So that was my first trade. And then the second trade, I would kind of show you guys right here. The second trade, let me pull up my Discord. All right, guys, so as you guys see, this was just basically me this morning, basically messaging my cousin, because me and my cousin trade together. As you guys can see, my entry was based off of the strong candle close out of the fair value gap, right? I don't like buying taps into the fair value gap. Like I said, I like seeing strong closes. So I bought my right there. I bought into longs right here, put my stop loss below here, and was basically targeting that hourly fair value gap fill, right? Had a little bit of chop for sure, right? I said last trade, I guess. Let's see what happens. Just might close. This shit is choppy. I saw this candle, like, man, I knew I should have closed like right here, or maybe right here, just to go out break even. I knew I shouldn't have traded again, but just sat here, and I was like, you know what? I was a little disappointed. I was like, bro, we kind of just sold off, whatever. And then this is why you hold. I got lucky, I guess. Stuck to my trading plan and got rewarded for it. And we got a really nice boner candle. So yeah, that's basically my trading day so far. Like I said, I'm gonna switch up this series from road to payout to road to 100K in payouts in 2025. I feel like I can achieve it, and I'm just gonna do everything I can to make it happen. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.